afternoon, everybody. Welcome to November 2nd. First set of messages of the videos for this week. A couple older messages. One's a real quick, short poem to Mary. And then I'm going to skip one and go to this other one, which is kind of a conversation a little bit. Having to do with me, between me and Jesus, whoever's delivering the message. Number 88. Never purer a beauty existed here. Never a love was made so clear. To her all blessings of heaven did flow, and shrouded her in celestial glow. With childlike innocence to her we pray, by her hand all darkness is held at bay. Fill my soul with her endless love, leading me to the glory above. Mother Mary, we pray to you, guide us in the things we do. Heal and nurture your children day to day, protect us through the night as we lay. Power of heaven flows from your hands, spreading across all earthly lands. Okay, just quick, short, little, beautiful little poem to Mary that was given me. Let's go over to number 99. A little bit longer, a couple pages. Ever widening chasm of hate, ever maddening need to rate one another by where they live, never by what they give. Stop the pulsing, beating surge like an endless grating dirge. Careful what you say and do, it speaks of what lies inside you. Gaping holes festering around, walled up hearts, divas without sound. Misspoken words go unheard all the time. All have withheld one thin dime. Miracles happen each and every day, unnoticed by eyes that look the other way. Why do you all persist in shutting me out, whilst all along your souls give shout? Sorrow implanted, your heart must endure, for your soul to flourish become ever pure. Cleansing is needed, for thus 'twas it planned. All will come to pass from his holy hand. Seed has been planted by mark on your heart. Now you must do all that's your part. Strength you were given had all along, when you were sent from amongst the throng. Your many journeys all had their purpose, memories of which lie beneath the surface. Armored you'll be for this sacred calling. Those that surround you shall keep you from falling. Many more shall pass by to teach, leaving their messages within your reach. Steadfast you need be, for when they come, open heart prevents deaf, blind, and dumb. Grace you were born with, slept deep inside, kept there until was no need to hide. Sweet Jesus, I hear your sacred words. Speak to me in the secret thirds. Help me to see through the mist, to understand all that they list. Hunger inside, I long to know all. Consumed by the knowledge, feel it enthrall. Then help me to spread your word throughout mankind till final third. So here it starts out speaking to everybody, and he's speaking specifically to me, telling me about a little bit about my past, my journey, and then my soul answers him. Ever widening chasm of hate, which is how the world has existed from the beginning. Ever maddening need to rate one another by where they live. In other words, talk about judgment, judging others, never by what they give of themselves, what's inside. Stop the pulsing, beating surge, which is what this ever-widening chasm of hate is, like an endless grating dirge. It's a screeching, horrible death song. Careful what you say and do, for it speaks of what lies inside of you. Gaping holes festering around, walled up hearts, divas without sound. I was talking about the wall we build inside ourselves. Misspoken words go unheard all the time. All have withheld one thin dime. It means we've all done this. We're all doing this stuff. Miracles happen each and every day, unnoticed by eyes that look the other way. It's like he is here, and his awesomeness is going on all the time, but it just goes unnoticed because we're busy looking the other way, which is outward and not inward, so we can see with unblinded eyes. Why do you all persist in shutting me out, whilst all along your souls give shout? So always calling out to him, why, oh why, help us Jesus, but we're ignoring him. We shut him out. We don't let him inside. We won't get rid of those walls. Invite him in so we can get rid of those walls. Sorrow implanted, your heart must endure. Was we implanted that sorrow within our hearts. We held on to it. So we must endure it. For your soul to flourish, become ever pure. Cleansing is needed, for thus 'twas it planned. So for your soul to flourish and become ever pure, cleansing is needed of all that taint we put on ourselves. But thus 'twas it planned, that all will come to pass from his holy hand. Seed has been planted, my mark on your heart. Now he's speaking to me. Seed has been planted, my mark on your heart, which the minions of darkness, of devil, have that mark on their forehead. Jesus' mark is on the hearts of those who serve him. Now you must do all that's your part. This is, again, he's awakening me with these early messages. Strength you were given had all along when you were sent from amongst the throng, when he first sent me from the light. Your many journeys all had their purpose. This is, again, early ones talking and enlightening me as to, hey, I've had a long journey, been here many times. These messages were my spiritual elementary school. Memories of which lie beneath the surface. They have slowly been coming forth. Armored you'll be for the sacred calling. Those that surround you shall keep you from falling. I got more and more around me all the time, or letting themselves be known to me. Many more shall pass by to teach, leaving their messages within your reach. I've gotten. Steadfast you need be, for when they come, open heart prevents deaf, blind, and dumb. So for all of us, growing as light, we have to open up our hearts and our minds and not be deaf, blind, and dumb. Grace you were born with, slept deep inside, kept there until was no need to hide. Then I answer, sweet Jesus, I hear your sacred words, speak to me in the secret thirds. Help me, which are the thirds to my understanding, or my sense, have to do with first third being from creation of man through to the flood. Second third is flood to Jesus, and then Jesus to the end. I'm not positive on that. That's what I think is what secret thirds mean. Help me to see through the mist, to understand all that they list. Hunger inside, I long to know all. Consumed by the knowledge, feel it enthrall. Then help me to spread your word throughout mankind till final third, which will be at the end of the final thirds. So those are old ones. And I wanted to tie into about the walls, talk about walls of Jericho. Walls of Jericho is a specific event, like anything in the Bible. Did it actually happen? Maybe, maybe not. Some things that haven't been able to find out for sure. But the point of it, yay or nay, is the meaning or the intent behind it. Walls of Jericho is symbolic of our internal walls. He speaks of internal walls we build about ourselves. We all have our own walls of Jericho inside. And if we invite him to help us, he will trample. He will just march around, trample and crumble them to dust. We got to invite him. We got to ask him for that help. So he will help us get rid of those walls of Jericho inside ourselves. As Paul mentioned, I believe, that about faith, hope, love, and charity. With charity being the greatest of those. All are important, but charity is the greatest of those. That's why when you leave, offer up your guilt and sin offering at night, each night, to the Lord. Just take away my burdens, take away my sin, my guilt of the day, my shame, and all that's still within me. Take it from me, offer it up to you as my tithe, my offering, my sacrifice. Each night, and as angels come along, as I said, pick it up, take it as transformed and is good to help those who are suffering in soul and spirit, to help save them. So that is like the greatest act of charity you can do, and it's so simple. It only costs you a minute to save a soul each night. Wow. Think of the weight, the importance of that. Wow. Amazing. That's amazing. Then also, these are real quick ones. Colors of your soul. Now, many of the messages mentioned later on and into at later dates talking about colors swirled and colors unswirled. Your soul has specific colors to it, and specific to each of you, each of us. And when they're swirled, it means they're all distorted because we're all messed up inside. We're all messed up inside in the physical and the emotional. That becomes, and spiritual becomes messed up, and the colors get all swirled and twisted. So we want our colors to be unswirled. So that's what that means. And we do have colors. Even Jesus has colors. So anybody who's read the book Heaven is for Real, or watched the movie, the little boy who was 5, I believe, at the time, got real sick, didn't die, but he went through heaven. He was up above his body. He saw his father praying in the chapel, and mentioned it to his father. There's no way, because he was on the operating table, but he saw that. Saw his mother as well, out taking care of the paperwork. And then he went to heaven. He saw his poppy, who passed away before he was born, but he saw his poppy because he told him it was his poppy. And he saw his poppy as a younger man. So when his father showed him a picture of his father, his poppy, he says, "No, that's not Poppy." Said, "Yeah, this is Poppy." Oh. Because there's an old picture of him as an old man. When he showed it to him, picture of his Poppy as his father, the little boy's grandfather, when he was young, he said, "Here, do you know this person?" He says, "Yeah, that's Poppy." Which that confirms another one of my awarenesses, that we all regress, souls regress towards they get younger, and the young ones age up. And my always had this very strong awareness that it's age of Jesus, 33. Why did he die at 33? Numbers are very important in the Bible. So 33, whether it's age 33 or a different age, we regress or we age, depending on how old you were when you left this world. But he mentioned, he's talking about Jesus had markers. So his father was talking about the wounds on the hand and the feet and the head, and his side, and his back. That's what he thought the markers meant. No, it turned out the kid was talking about magic markers, because he colored with markers all the time. Because Jesus had markers, colors. A robe of many colors. We all have markers. We all have color to our soul. So that's what that means. And with that, I'll end that. Keep it short. And I'll be right back on the next video. I hope this all had meaning for you, as always, and you get something and derive something from it. And again, feel free always to share everything that I share. God bless.